Welcome to video on high voltage engineering for 7th semester electrical engineering. In this video we are going to consider unit 5 measurement of high voltages and currents, and this is the 9th topic in this series. We are going to consider measurement of peak values of rectified DC voltages, AC voltages and impulse voltages using spear gap method. The learning objectives for this topic are to understand the introduction to the spear gap based measurements, the constructional details of spear gap assembly used for the measurement of peak values, and lastly consider various factors that influence the spark core voltage obtained from the spear gaps. Let us understand basically how spear gap method works. Spear gaps is used for reliable measurement of peak voltages under uniform electric field and constant atmospheric conditions. The spear gap breakdown is independent of voltage waveform. Hence, it is highly suitable for measuring peak values of DC, AC and impulse voltages. The spear gap is used for measurement of impulse voltages of either polarity and having a short rise time but greater than 0.5 microseconds. The accuracy of spear gap method lies in the range of plus minus 3%, and it depends upon the shape of electrodes, the atmospheric conditions, irradiation level, the mounting of electrodes and the location of spear gap. The spears are either installed vertically or with lower electrode grounded, or these are installed horizontally with both electrodes maintained at high voltage above the ground. Let us now check with the layout of spear gap assembly used for the measurement of peak values. So kindly focus your attention on two diagrams visible here on the slide. The left hand side diagram indicates that there are two spherical electrodes mounted in such a manner they are such that they lie in the vertical orientation with respect to each other, and the right hand side diagram shows that the two spherical electrodes are fixed onto an assembly such that their orientation is horizontal. We will focus our attention on the vertical configuration that is on the left hand side. Various dimensions have been indicated and spear gap assembly has been shown to be placed inside a cabin or inside a room wherein two identical spherical electrodes having equal diameters are visible with a air gap spacing in between them as highlighted by the arrow. So this air gap spacing, this is one of the very important parameters that decides the breakdown potential or the measurement of peak values using this particular arrangement. So this is represented by capital S. This is also called as a sparking distance or a air gap spacing, electrode spacing between the two spherical electrodes. Then the second very important dimension is the diameter of the spears. Both the spears are identical. The spherical electrodes are found to give very consistent results as far as the spark core voltage are concerned, and if the atmospheric conditions they remain constant, then there is a one single sparking point right at the bottom of the topmost electrode, which represents the shortest distance with respect to the bottom ground electrode. The further dimensions that are worth mentioning here, apart from the dimensions of the electrode shanks, this is capital A. It represents the height of high voltage electrode from the ground plane. It is represented as capital A. Then second is the spacing of nearby objects, minimum spacing, minimum clearance, it is represented as capital B with respect to nearby objects present near the electrode assembly. So there is some safe minimum clearing distance that is represented in the form of a spherical surface having radius as equal to B, and the center of that particular point lies at the bottom, exactly at the sparking point of high voltage electrode. So these are the points. Further, down at the bottom, the lower electrode which is connected to the ground, there is an assembly, there is an arrangement of motorized adjustment of position of this electrode with respect to position of upper electrode in order to set the air gap spacing. It is possible to read the spacing of these electrodes from a far distance due to presence of a large dial or an indicator as visible here, shown by the arrow highlight. Other dimensions can also be understood very clearly. Let us now come to a slide where we are observing the height of sparking point above the ground plane. Kindly observe, the first column represents the sphere diameter. So various sphere diameters are indicated, 25 centimeters and below, then 50 centimeters, 75 centimeters, 100 centimeters, 150 and 200 centimeters. These are all the sphere diameters. So various sizes of spheres are used for the testing and measurement with respect to sphere gap assembly. And then on the right hand side of the table, we can observe that if the spacing between the electrodes is less than 0.5 times of sphere diameter. So let us say if the sphere diameter is 25 centimeter, then for a spacing which is 0.5, that is 50% of 25 centimeter, it's a 12.5 centimeter and below, the maximum and minimum height of sparking point above the ground plane has been represented. So for voltage, for sphere diameters up to 25 centimeter, the maximum height is 7 times of sphere diameters and the minimum height is 10 times of spacing between the spheres. Similarly, for different sphere diameters, we can observe that the minimum and maximum heights are specified. So also if the electrode spacing increases for more than 50% of the sphere diameter value, then the minimum and maximum height, they are completely dependent upon the diameter of the sphere alone, right? So this is what is represented in this particular tabular form. Let us move ahead and check with the standard breakdown voltages obtained through various experimentations, standard breakdown voltages for various dimensions. Kindly note that these values are applicable as peak values of disruptive discharge voltages for 50% of impulse tests. Similarly, alternating voltages, DC voltages of either polarity, and negative lightning and switching impulse voltages. So all these forms of voltages, they have been consistently giving these standard values as indicated below. Again, the first column on the left hand side of the table, it represents the sphere gap spacing in millimeters. So 10 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 30 millimeters. And on the right hand side, the first row, it indicates the sphere diameter in centimeters. So these are 12.5, 25. So different sphere diameters have different column representation. Let us see for a sphere diameter of 12.5 centimeter, the various breakdown potentials in the second column, they are represented as 31.7 kV, then 59 kV, then 85 kV. So we can observe here as the sphere gap spacing changes from 10 millimeters to, let us say, 30 millimeters, the breakdown potential of the for sphere diameter of 12.5 centimeter does not increases by threefold as well. This is because as the spacing increases, the breakdown potential goes on decreasing due to the non-uniformity of electric field in the spacing. Let us now move ahead and understand the constructional details with respect to the sphere gap arrangement. So first and foremost point that we would like to understand is that the sphere gaps, these are formed using two metal spheres of identical diameter, capital D. The spheres are made from copper, brass or aluminum. So the latter elements like brass and aluminum, they are relatively low cost, and the standard diameters that are used for testing in sphere gap assemblies are ranging from 2 centimeter to 200 centimeters with standard values as 5, 6.25, 10 and so on. The spheres are designed to have smooth and polished surface with uniform curvature. So spherometer can be used for measuring the curvature of the spherical surface in order to ensure that the spheres are of proper dimensions. And surface of spheres must be free from any dust, grease or other types of coatings. The factors that influence the spark over voltage of sphere gaps, they are listed as below. First and very important factor is the nearby earthed objects. Whenever the testing is carried out with respect to sphere gap assembly, it is observed that it has to be done ensuring sufficient clearance with respect to nearby earthed objects, including the ground plane. Second very important factor as far as the measurements of peak values with sphere gap is concerned is atmospheric conditions, because the medium that will break down across the sphere gap assembly, it's an air. So air, ambient temperature, atmospheric pressure and humidity will affect the values obtained as a result of measurement from these methods. Further factor that influence the spark over voltage is with respect to very small sphere diameters and very small sphere gaps. Small distance spacing is the irradiation level. Irradiation level, it indicates the presence of free electrons in the air surrounding the electrode, which causes ionization and uniform breakdown voltages. And lastly, the nature of the waveform, that is a waveform rise time and wave tail time, and polarity of voltage also affects the spark over voltage or the breakdown voltage using this particular method. Let us move further and go through the details of discussion on factors influencing the spark over voltage. The first and foremost factor that is listed earlier is the effect of nearby earthed objects. It is observed from the characteristics visible on the right hand side We can see the diagram on the top right corner. It indicates two spheres which are mounted in a vertical plane, and the distance of high voltage electrode from the nearest grounded object is represented as capital P, right? Similarly, the diameter of the sphere is capital D, and spacing between the spheres is capital S, and capital A, as usual, is the distance from the ground plane. It is observed that the breakdown voltage or the spark core voltage due to the presence of nearby earthed objects reduces depending upon the ratio of gap spacing with respect to the sphere diameter. If the ratio is maintained less than 0.6, then the reduction in voltage lies within an acceptable limit of less than 3%. So, two characteristics are visible on the right hand side. One is for ratio S upon D equal to 1, and the second is for S upon D equal to 0.6. We can clearly observe if earthed objects are closer to the sphere gap assembly, then for ratio having value equal to 1, the percentage reduction in spark core voltage is lying in the range of 5 to 6%, which is not acceptable. But for ratio of S and D lying equal to 0.6, the percentage reduction in the spark core voltage is less than 3%. So, this care has to be taken while placing the sphere gap assembly with respect to its surrounding. The next factor that comes into the picture is effect of atmospheric condition. The spark core voltage of sphere gaps, it depends upon the air temperature and atmospheric pressure and humidity. Okay, let us assume that the breakdown voltage is V0 at a standard temperature and pressure of 20 degrees Celsius and 760 torr. Then the voltage that will be measured for any general atmospheric condition can be obtained using a relationship as represented by this first paragraph. Breakdown voltage V at temperature small t and pressure P will be equal to K times of V0, where K is a function of air density correction factor given by the equation D equal to P upon 760, then in bracket ratio 293 by 273 plus T. So, this small d represents the air density correction factor, and the value of K depends upon this air density correction factor. Using Paschen's law, it is possible to obtain the correlation between K and D, and it is a nonlinear relationship. Further, the unknown voltage can be obtained by applying this particular multiplying factor if the air temperature and pressure, they are non-standard values. The effect of humidity on breakdown voltage has been found to be within tolerance of 3%, and hence no correction is generally applied for change in the humidity conditions. The third factor that influences the breakdown voltage of sphere gap is effect of irradiation. There is a reduction in the spark core voltage, especially for very small sphere diameter and gap spacing lying in the range of 10 to 30% of the sphere diameter. So, this reduction is up to 20% if the gap spacing is lies in 0.1 times of d, that is a 10% of sphere diameter to the 30% of sphere diameter. This reduction can be limited to 5% if the gap spacing is maintained above 1 centimeter, and can be reduced further to 1.5% for spacing greater than 2 centimeter. So this is especially applicable for measuring voltages which are very small, so let us say less than 50 kV, and so also the sphere diameters having a very small value. So if a smaller diameter spheres are used, right, around maybe 2 centimeter or 6.25 centimeter, so effect of irradiation will come into picture. Hence, for smaller sphere gaps with less than 1 centimeter spacing, illumination of spark gap is done with the help of ultraviolet rays. In the presence of ultraviolet rays, the ionization will be assisted for smaller gaps and reliable observations can be obtained. Let us move to the fourth factor that influences the spark core voltage using sphere gap assembly is the effect of polarity and nature of waveform. It is observed that with change in the polarity of voltage being measured, okay, there is a change in the breakdown voltage as well. For DC voltages, this change has been observed to be less than 1% for sphere diameters lying in the range of 6.25 centimeter to 25 centimeter, and for impulse voltages, the reduction in voltage with change in the polarity of impulse wave is nearly 8% for sphere diameters which are less than 2 centimeters. For voltage waveforms having rise time smaller than 0.5 microsecond and wave tail time less than 5 microsecond, the sphere gap method is not recommended because the observations that are obtained for a very small spacing for a very small rise time type of impulse voltages are found to be inaccurate and inconsistent. So in this video, we have understood how sphere gaps are used, what are the constructional details, and what are the factors influencing the spark core voltage obtained from the sphere gap assembly. Let us now summarize what are the aspects that we have considered in this particular topic. First and foremost is that the spark gaps using spherical electrodes are used for measuring peak values of AC, DC and impulse voltage waves. All the dimensions of the sphere gap assembly are governed by the sphere diameter capital D and sparking distance capital S. The factors that influence the breakdown voltages measured by the sphere gap are nearby earthed objects, then ambient atmospheric conditions, irradiation level, polarity of voltage and the nature of waveform. For very small spacing and smaller sphere diameters, lesser voltages than 50 kV, uniform field gaps have been proposed and they are used for providing accurate measurement with respect to spacing less than 1 centimeter. So we come to the end of this particular video, and if there are any queries, then those can be shared during the online session for further clarification. Thank you for watching.